हम एक बार फिर मिलकर मानवता के हित में जुटे हैं। हमारा क्वाड वैक्सीन इनिशिएटिव इंडो पैसिफिक देशों की बड़ी मदद करेगा। अपनी साझा डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज के आधार पर क्वाड ने पॉजिटिव सोच, पॉजिटिव अप्रोच के साथ आगे बढ़ने का निर्णय लिया है। सप्लाई चेन हो या वैश्विक सुरक्षा हो, क्लाइमेट एक्शन हो या कोविड रिस्पांस या फिर टेक्नोलॉजी में सहयोग, इन सभी विषयों पर मुझे अपने साथियों से चर्चा करते बहुत खुशी होगी। हमारा क्वाड एक तरह से फोर्स फॉर ग्लोबल गुड की भूमिका में काम करेगा। मुझे विश्वास है क्वाड में हमारा सहयोग इंडो पैसिफिक में और विश्व में शांति और समृद्धि सुनिश्चित करेगा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Thank you, Mr. President. It is a great honour to be here with you, here in this magnificent place, and I thank you for your leadership in bringing us together in person this time and to join our great friends, Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Suga and Secretary Blinken. It's good to be here with you also. We are liberal democracies that believe in a world order that favours freedom, and we believe in a free and open Indo-Pacific because we know that's what delivers a strong, stable and prosperous region so our citizens, our peoples, can realise their hopes and dreams for their futures in a liberal and free society. The Quad is about demonstrating how democracies such as ours, as you said, Mr. President, can get things done, that can deal with the big challenges that we face in a very complex and changing world. And there is no part of the world that is more dynamic than the Indo-Pacific at this time. A region that has extraordinary opportunity, wide diversity, great wealth, but many challenges that must be overcome. And we see the role of our nations. We see our home in the Indo-Pacific as the place that we wish to focus on to ensure that our peoples can realise everything they would have for themselves. So as we gather here together again as a Quad in person for the first time, in just 6 months from our last meeting, so much has already been accomplished, and we come together with great hope for what's ahead. 670 million at least safe and effective doses of vaccines already out there. 1 billion is our goal, Mr. President, and we will add more to that today. Using our national strengths collectively to manufacture and distribute these vaccines, to have the doses but also to ensure they go that last mile, to ensure they are administered in all parts of the region. Working together on low emissions technologies that will indeed change the world and take the world to a net zero economy, a new energy economy. We're working to make cyberspace and emerging and critical technologies trusted and secure in open societies, solving problems and addressing the supply chain challenges that in many ways hold the keys to our security and our prosperity and our environment in the 21st century. So we stand here together in the Indo-Pacific region, a region that we wish to be always free from coercion, where the sovereign rights of all nations are respected and where disputes are settled peacefully and in accordance with international law. We come together in collective strength, with mutual respect, transparently and importantly as one. So thank you again, Mr. President, for joining us together as Quad leaders at this meeting. On behalf of the Australian people, can I thank all of the leaders of the Quad who share this great forum for their leadership in our region. I'm in no doubt that together our four nations multiply many times over the forces of hope for a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific. And with that, I'm delighted to hand over to my dear friend, the Prime Minister of Japan, Prime Minister Suga.
ジョー・モディさん、またそこも再開は大変嬉しく思います。ジョーのリーダーシップによって、3月に約束した通り、史上初の対面での首脳会合を実現することができました。これは4カ国の強い結束と自由で開かれたインド太平洋という共通のビジョンへの揺るぎのないコミットメントを示すものであります。この日米合意会合は、基本的価値を共有する4カ国がインド太平洋地域に法の支配に基づく自由で開かれた国際秩序を実現するために協力する極めて重要な取り組みです。これまで4カ国は新型コロナを含む地域が直面する課題に対応するため、
बड़े क्षेत्रों में चाहे वो क्षेत्रीय चुनौतियां हों या कोविड-19 हो,
協力を進めてきました。本日はそのような協力の
इस समय पर इस समिट
具体
में
的進展を確認する
शिखर
ととも
सम्मेलन में
に
मैं आशा करता हूं कि जो कुछ भी हमने लक्ष्य पूरे किए हैं उनके बारे में हम सोच पाएंगे
新たな
और
分野での
क्वाड का जो
科学技術
समाज का जो
分野での
लक्ष्य है उन्हें पूरा कर
人的
सकेंगे
交流
क्लीन
の拡
एनर्जी
大
का
なども含め
और आपस में हम
नीचे बे-
विज्ञान और टेक्नोलॉजी का भी आदान प्रदान कर
協
सकेंगे।
力をさらに一層拡大していくための
मुझे
議
आशा है
論ができるこ
कि
とを
हम
楽しみに
एक
してい
बहुत
ます。
अच्छा और प्रासंगिक
मतलब
बैठक
सिंगापुर
रख सकेंगे।
上部
इसके
にお願い
अलावा
をした福島県産の
जो
米や
आयात
牛
पर
肉
जो
野菜を
बड़े
含む
प्रतिबंध
全て
लगाए
の
गए थे
日本
जापानी
産
खाद्य
食
पदार्थों
品に
पर
対し
चावल
米
पर
国の
सब्जियों पर और
輸
अन्य
入規
चीजों
制
पर
の撤廃は東日
जो
本
कि मैंने
大震
आपको
災の
पहले
復興を
निवेदन किया था
後押し
अप्रैल
す
के
る
महीने में वो
大
एक
きな
बहुत
一歩で
बड़ा
あり、心
कदम
より
है जो आपने
感謝
उठाया
申し
है
上げます。
जो
あり
कि
がとうございます。
सुनामी और भूचाल के बाद आपने उठाया है। धन्यवाद आपका।
I can't get this to function at all. Maybe that's the reason.
Was it slow, sir?
All right, well, there you have it. All of the leaders speaking over there. President Biden speaking first, followed by Prime Minister Modi, then the Australian Prime Minister, Prime Minister Morrison, and then Prime Minister Suga of Japan, reaffirming what they see the Quad to be. It is very much an extension or of the mutual interests that all of these countries have. Extremely strong democratic partners looking at technology, looking at climate change, looking at security, looking at a peaceful Asia Pacific.
All right, so that's the latest coming in from that Quad summit. Introductory remarks have been made. We're going to slip into a very short break and return back with all the highlights.
At a time when our world changed in an unimaginable way, at a time when billions faced an unprecedented global calamity, when hope seemed to disappear and new challenges emerged, we were there to bring you the story of survival, of despair, and sometimes of hope. Left, right, and center, this is no ordinary talk shop. We debate the issues that matter to you. Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. on NDTV 24/7.
From bartering to cash and coins to digital transactions, money is evolving. The way we make money is evolving.
राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन, प्रधानमंत्री मॉरिसन, प्रधानमंत्री सुगा, पहली फिजिकल क्वाड समिट की ऐतिहासिक पहल के लिए राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम 4 देश पहली बार 2004 की सुनामी के बाद इंडो पैसिफिक क्षेत्र की मदद के लिए एक साथ आए थे। आज जब विश्व कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक से मुकाबला कर रहा है, तो क्वाड के रूप में हम एक बार फिर मिलकर मानवता के हित में जुटे हैं। हमारा क्वाड वैक्सीन इनिशिएटिव इंडो पैसिफिक देशों की बड़ी मदद करेगा। अपनी साझा डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज के आधार पर क्वाड ने पॉजिटिव सोच, पॉजिटिव अप्रोच के साथ आगे बढ़ने का निर्णय लिया है। सप्लाई चेन हो या वैश्विक सुरक्षा हो, क्लाइमेट एक्शन हो या कोविड रिस्पांस या फिर टेक्नोलॉजी में सहयोग, इन सभी विषयों पर मुझे अपने साथियों से चर्चा करते बहुत खुशी होगी। हमारा क्वाड एक तरह से फोर्स फॉर ग्लोबल गुड की भूमिका में काम करेगा। मुझे विश्वास है क्वाड में हमारा सहयोग इंडो पैसिफिक में और विश्व में शांति और समृद्धि सुनिश्चित करेगा। धन्यवाद।
Good evening. It's 8 o'clock. You're watching NDTV for the news that matters, the news you trust. You said in this report that this crisis, like no other, will have a recovery like no other.
This is a crisis, it's a global crisis that's not going to be solved locally.
When we talk of a digital health mission in a country like India, where there are so many different standards of access, how do you actually look at that?
Digital divide does not mean having a device in everybody's hands. So you have to design it for universality, even when you're using a digital backbone.
Priya, for you, when you had stood in the dock, as it were, when you gave your defense, and you said, my only defense is the truth.
Absolutely. And I feel that sexual harassment at the workplace has got the attention it deserves.
NDTV, the news that matters, the news you need, at 8 o'clock.
Only on NDTV 24/7.
Hello and welcome to a special show, Coronavirus Facts versus Myths. We will talk to experts in India and around the world to help us all debunk the dangerous rumors and lies that are being spread.
First minor symptom, from there you start your countdown. On the 5th day, and the only medicine that work at this stage, steroids and the anticoagulants.
General strategy as a public health professional should be, we stay prepared for the nth wave till a large fraction of the country is vaccinated.
No vaccine is going to be 100%. Even if it's 70%, 80%, 90%, that's the best alternative you have.
Weekdays at 1:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. on NDTV 24/7.
FIR, a show on which we don't just ask the questions, we decode the news for you and bring you the answers.
What are these steroids? Do's and don'ts you must know. Why do reinfections really happen? Demystify for you this entire phenomena of antibodies. We take you through what is technically known as proning.
Jobs in demand in 2021. Top 10 trends. Decoding the Bitcoin.
You don't have to buy an entire Bitcoin. You could buy Bitcoin worth just 500 rupees.
Watch for your information with me, Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor, weekdays at 6:30 on NDTV.
A validation of what's been very tough months of journalism during a pandemic.
Third wave is inevitable and it's basically based on human behavior.
The interval between doses for the mRNA should be 3 weeks for the Pfizer and 4 weeks for the Moderna.
Some unknown person donated blood and saved my family member's life.
There's really no words to express the grief, solidarity.
Reuters Institute of Journalism survey at the University of Oxford, NDTV was the #1 choice for television and online audiences. Thank you all so very much.
Legacy is often seen as a burden of expectations. It comes with its own set of challenges. The challenge to take it forward, challenge to reimagine, challenge to be in the present, and also challenge to think about the future.
What accountability are you talking about?
As long as the core values and principles remain uncompromised. Debates are essential not just for journalism but for humanity. It ignites our mind, opens it up for counter-opinion, to hear all views, opinion of all hues.
Which is why the oldest running debate show on Indian news television is not 21 years old, but it is young at 21. So let us begin the big fight.
We live in a time when post-truth has replaced truth, when alternate facts have replaced facts, when fake news has replaced real news. On Reality Check, we debunk propaganda, we separate fact from fiction, we expose falsehoods, we hold power to account. Watch Reality Check weekdays at 8:30 p.m. with me, Srinivasan Jain, on NDTV 24/7.
At a time when our world changed in an unimaginable way, at a time when billions faced an unprecedented global calamity, when hope seemed to disappear and new challenges emerged, we were there to bring you the story of survival, of despair, and sometimes of hope. Left, right, and center, this is no ordinary talk shop. We debate the issues that matter to you. Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. on NDTV 24/7.
From bartering to cash and coins to digital transactions, money is evolving.
US President hosts the first in-person Quad summit. Prime Minister Modi's first comment is that Quad is a force for global good. This as the first bilateral meeting between the Prime Minister Modi and US President gets underway. Sensex scales 60,000 amid celebration, and the BSE chief says, well, this is just the beginning. More than 1 lakh investors are getting on the BSE every day. 12-year-old boy killed in Assam police firing. The photographer whose video went viral is arrested, but questions now being asked of the police's role in the whole episode. After Punjab, it's Mission Rajasthan for the Gandhi siblings. They meet up with Sachin Pilot, and also meanwhile, the newly elected Chief Minister of Punjab is in the capital discussing his cabinet. From gangs of Wasipur to gangs of Delhi now, shootout in broad daylight at a Delhi court complex. Inside that, raising questions of security. Even the Chief Justice of India is concerned. 33 rapists on a 15-year-old girl in the course of 9 months. The horror from Thane. And Maharashtra School 3 open finally. Schools 2 open from the 4th of October. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Those are the headlines. Let's begin with the highlight. That picture really. The US President Joe Biden has hosted the first in-person Quad Leaders Summit with Prime Minister Modi, the Japanese Prime Minister and the Australian Prime Minister all in attendance. In fact, tweeting out this picture, the Prime Minister's office said Quad is a force for global good. Let's bring you the highlights from the opening remarks made by all four.
पहली फिजिकल क्वाड समिट की ऐतिहासिक पहल के लिए राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम 4 देश पहली बार 2004 की सुनामी के बाद इंडो पैसिफिक क्षेत्र की मदद के लिए एक साथ आए थे। आज जब विश्व कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक से मुकाबला कर रहा है, तो क्वाड के रूप में हम एक बार फिर मिलकर मानवता के हित में जुटे हैं। हमारा क्वाड वैक्सीन इनिशिएटिव इंडो पैसिफिक देशों की बड़ी मदद करेगा। अपनी साझा डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज के आधार पर क्वाड ने पॉजिटिव सोच, पॉजिटिव अप्रोच के साथ आगे बढ़ने का निर्णय लिया है। सप्लाई चेन हो या वैश्विक सुरक्षा हो, क्लाइमेट एक्शन हो या कोविड रिस्पांस या फिर टेक्नोलॉजी में सहयोग, इन सभी विषयों पर मुझे अपने साथियों से चर्चा करते बहुत खुशी होगी। हमारा क्वाड एक तरह से फोर्स फॉर ग्लोबल गुड की भूमिका में काम करेगा। मुझे विश्वास है क्वाड में हमारा सहयोग इंडो पैसिफिक में और विश्व में शांति और समृद्धि सुनिश्चित करेगा। धन्यवाद।
This grouping of democratic partners who share a world view and have a common vision for the future, coming together to take on key challenges of our age, from COVID to climate to emerging technologies. It embodies an approach I spoke of at the UN earlier this week. When we met 6 months ago, we made concrete commitments to advance our shared and positive agenda for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Today, I'm proud to say that we're making excellent progress. Our vaccine initiative is on track to produce an additional 1 billion doses of vaccine in India to boost global supply. We're taking action on climate change with new partnership toward a zero emissions shipping. And today, we're also launching a new Quad Fellowship for students from each of our Quad countries to pursue advanced degrees in leading STEM programs here in the United States. It represents an investment in the leaders, innovators, and pioneers of tomorrow. In sum, we're 4 major democracies with a long history of cooperation. We know how to get things done, and we are up to the challenge. And I'm looking forward to our discussion today, and I thank you